So we're talking about denim. What's hot in the denim market for this year?
Yep.
Where it's going, where it came from, all that good stuff. Okay, cool. So let's cover fit first.
Cool.
So before you even start talking about fit, I want to say since, God, I remember like back in like the 2000s, big baggy was really hot, and then I want to say like starting from like 2005, 2006, that's when skinny became really hot.
Okay.
And
who started that trend?
Oh wow, that's a great question.
Kind of like hipster.
No, well, yeah, I mean, all the dude, back then everyone was wearing it. It wasn't just a hipster thing. Okay. I mean, it probably started with all the hipsters and everything like that. But like now that you mention it, okay, before skinny became really hot, boot cut was really big. Mm. Like it went from like really big baggy to boot cut. And I remember there was a premium brand out there called Chip and Pepper. They're not around anymore. But Chip and Pepper like kind of dominated the market with the boot cut stuff. And then from there, like 7 for All Mankind came into the picture, True Religion came into the picture, Rock and Republic came into the picture, and that's kind of like that spurred off like the huge premium denim wave. Okay. That was like I think like 2005 or 6, I believe, maybe 7. No, I think like 2006. I think that's when it started. I'm not really sure. And then from there, all the kids started wearing all the skinny jeans, and the skinny was big for quite some time. I want to say up until like 2012-ish. Don't quote me on that. And then from there, denim's just kind of been, whatever.
A standard
what
piece of fashion.
Yeah, kind of just been what it's been now. Denim was actually pretty boring for some time. I want to say into 2010s. Okay. It was pretty boring after like, actually, it's pretty crazy if, like, I'm thinking back on it, because I think, after that, I want to say, like, it was, like, around, like, 2013, 14, like, after, like, all, like, the major, after, like, Barney's Co-op and, like, all these, like, giant, like, premium department stores went out of business, because I think that's where everyone went to buy their premium denim. It's either that or like small time online or like these small boutique shops. Like I don't know if you've ever been to American Rag in LA.
I haven't.
Like there's like a store. It's like purely like denim store and everything. But like once like the premium guys died, because frankly their shit was all overpriced. But like after they kind of went down, denim was really slow, and then I think denim is starting to pick up like crazy again. Everybody wants denim again. I mean, denim never really went away, but it's one of those things where
it's always been a piece of your fashion wardrobe.
Yeah. I mean, I personally feel an affinity to denim because, to be honest with you, guys don't give a fuck about fashion, but all guys like denim.
100%.
Everybody has a denim brand that they like.
All different washes as well. And
right. Like the only place really that I feel like guys really flex on is denim and shoes and maybe like leather jacket, like something like that. But I like
denim, outerwear.
Yeah,
also the caps too, if you're into.
Right. Yeah, like they either accessorize or denim. Yeah. Denim and outerwear, and even outerwear is like my denim jacket. Like I feel like denim is like one thing that's actually uniquely men's in the fashion world, and I don't think there's really anything else like that. Yeah. I think men care more about denim than women do, which is like I said, it's like the most uniquely American. I mean, that's why I always say even if everything goes to shit at BJD and we can't sell anything anymore,
still always do denim.
I'm always gonna do denim. Yeah. I'm always gonna do denim because denim, it's like even if there's like stock that because we are a stock business, I'm always gonna buy denim. If there's an opportunity for me to get a bunch of denim for a good price, I'm just gonna buy it even though I don't have the market for it. Yeah. It's just like a solid play. It's like consider
it's a timeless.
It's like the S&P of
it's
like the S&P of the stock market. I'm never gonna have inventory issue with that.
There might be ebbs and flows, but it will.
Right. So, anyways, sorry that went off on a crazy tangent, but we were kind of talking about the fit. I want to say for the past 10 years, it was just slim fit.
Yeah. Slim, skinny.
Yeah. So So why don't you talk about what you found?
So. Kind of the new movement now for fit is moving from slim, skinny to wide cut now. So comfortability, and as we've kind of seen with the pandemic, sweatpants, key is comfort has kind of been where it's at, and that's kind of now where jeans are kind of transitioning, is having comfortable volume in it. So loose fit jeans have been trending for a few seasons and are finally starting to take hold in the mass market. These slouchy fits with relaxed, comfortable volume are the jeanswear answer to sweatpants.
So like, it's funny that you mentioned that, because like, even P, our designer,
Yep.
he's trying to tell me that like baggy's coming back.
Yeah.
It's like he's telling me that baggy's coming back and everything, and it's like, I still don't want to buy baggy. I don't.
I'm on the
I
same
don't
page as you. I like my slim straight.
It's not even occurring to me right now. It's not even entering my brain. Like if I see a baggy pair of jeans, I'm not gonna look at it and be like, oh shit, maybe next year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just be like, nah. Like yeah.
And like you kind of said, denim is like, in terms of men, it's very personal. It's what you like, and
Right.
I think the denim industry, they're trying to again push this envelope, and like that's how
they're
always is.
trying
They're
to
trying to make a trend happen again, and like it's always it's cyclical. I mean,
Right.
bigger baggy pants, like you said, was early 2000s, 90s, and now they're just trying to make its comeback.
Yeah, but it's actually really funny because you mentioned like how denim is going more towards like the workwear route.
Yeah.
And like the whole idea of like baggy jeans in general, it's like I remember like it was gangsta, it was like the cool thing to wear because you would really like sag your bottoms and like wear really, really baggy jeans because that's what all the rappers were doing, right?
When I'm thinking, I think of like Allen Iverson wearing these
Right,
baggy
right,
pants, and,
right,
like holding his
right,
crotch up,
right,
trying
right.
to hold him up.
Yeah,
like,
that.
that was the fad.
Right, but like
Show a little bit of boxers.
but that was the reason why that trend became really big in like the street circles and like even in like the workwear circles is because like back then like people purposely bought baggy clothes so they could grow into them, or like so it's like basically like weight fluctuation proof.
Yeah.
Like that was like the concept of like why like baggy jeans became such an ethos, even back then. And it's like, I know like, yeah, but I don't know. I just don't see it. Do you have any examples you could show us of like super baggy jeans? Like,
Yeah. So this is a company called Jaded London, and a lot of their stuff is.
It's like, I see. That's what you're saying. Yeah, that's like a traditional like 501 fit almost too. It's like, so it's not exactly baggy. It's like straight leg though.
Just straight leg, but
yo, check that out. Wait, go back up. Go up. One more. Raw, that one. Yeah, click that real quick. This is interesting. Like, you know what? Hold this item too, because like what I find really interesting, they have no processing on that denim.
Yeah.
You see that shit? What's it called? Well, it's called the raw denim. You see that? That's raw denim.
Yep.
Yeah, like there's zero processing on that. It's just carpenter. I don't know. That's really interesting.
And then kind of playing into the utility factor with the stitching on it.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to look at this too, because there's like a lot of patchwork on this. There's a lot of workmanship like that's been done to this stuff.
But like you said, it's raw. There's no wash or anything on it.
Huh. Okay. Cool. All right. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back. We're talking about fit right now, right? So
Yeah.
it's like,
And then kind of to go into that segue, the utility pant jean is making its comeback. So like kind of like cargo, just like having the ability to store a lot of stuff.
Right. I don't know. I'm actually curious about this. Like, this is going to be like a wait and see for at least for BJD for this, because it's like, it feels so gimmicky to me. It feels to
me, it feels like a pure, like high fashion play.
Yeah. Like if you're going to buy this, like how many people do you think are going to wear this? Jeff, would you wear this? Can you see it?
Kind of.
Would you wear it?
That looks really weird.
No, like what I'm thinking about, it's like.
Do you envision yourself in that, Jeff?
No.
No, neither do I. I'm with you, bro.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Okay, fine. So, wait, check that
Even
out.
has loops on it too.
No, look at that. For a keychain, very functional.
Yeah.
Very, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of like those Carhartt WIP folks. It's like workwear, and and it's like, what do they do for a living? Oh, I write a blog. I need my workwear and functionality for a blog. Like it's like, okay, cool.
I need my utility pen to sit at my desk.
Yeah,
and,
right,
type and do stuff.
Because you never know. You never know what's gonna happen, bro. You never know. Yeah, but
I get my tots out of my pocket.
yeah.
Okay, Napoleon.
Yeah, but anyways, okay, cool. So all right, so baggy's coming in.
Baggy's coming in. That's
Stay
kind
tuned.
of.
Yeah, like.
But
yeah.
I still think the slim straight and just I think having all variations of the fit is what's important. So
Yeah.
given that variety.
I mean, dude, like P like really believes in this shit. So I'm like, all right, make a sample.
Yeah.
Like we'll show it to the buyers and everything. I think it's good to have in our back pockets and just be aware.
Yeah.
Maybe this is gonna be like the shit that we do for like XYZ. You know, like for like the young men's play, because maybe like the high school kids will really like
Yeah,
this.
that's what I was gonna say, for
Yeah.
like younger kids.
Yeah,
They're
right.
gonna like trying to be
Right,
different, you know.
right, exactly. So then the kids are gonna do it, and then they're gonna grow up, and by then we're gonna be like in our 40s and 50s, and we're just gonna be like, oh, that's not fashion, you know? Like, maybe it's one of those things, man. Because like, I'm kind of getting to the point where it's like I just don't understand the younger generation anymore. So it's like, what's so funny? But anyways,
It's like, oh, I saw that on TikTok. Oh, I saw that on Instagram.
Right,
I gotta jump on board. That's
Right,
like, come
yeah,
on,
so
dude,
it's
be a
like-
leader, not a follower.
yeah, maybe it's one of those things. I don't know. Like, I mean, either way, I mean, we're gonna try sampling shit up like that, and we'll
Yeah.
see how it goes. Okay, let's move on to washes. Let's talk about the stuff that we're familiar with.
Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, wash and design, high contrast bleach looks are a key move for the perennial tie-dye trend, but ensure you approach this finish with low impact techniques, which is kind of a
The sustainable.
which is kind of a contradicting statement because
Everyone's talking about sustainable nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Cool.
Yeah.
acid washes are still trending as well, so kind of giving that bleach look as well.
Yeah.
To go into the sustainability method, so opting for digital or laser applications for a more sustainable alternative.
Right.
So an example.
Okay. So that's an example.
Yeah.
Of like
So this is Levi's, and this is a total. Obviously, Levi's is one of the biggest.
Yeah, like I want you to go through the full list before I kind of like touch on the lasering and stuff like that. But I will say this though too, is like that's actually I think a really cool justification for lasering because the way to achieve that, you could only really achieve that through either lasering or what's that? It's a printing technique where they pull the discharge printing.
Okay.
Though that's like the only way to get that kind of look.
Yeah.
And I mean, I gotta be honest with you, discharge printing isn't like the most wasteful thing you could do to denim,
Yeah.
but at the same time, lasering is definitely more
Sustainable.
or environmentally friendly. It definitely is.
Yeah.
Because you're using less. But I think that's really interesting. I never really thought of lasering like when you were saying lasering, I had a completely different idea of it, but that's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, kind of like an AOP.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, let's go through your list first, and so we can kind of break it down.
Destroyed looks with inserts of florals, fusing grunge with something altogether prettier. So think of big patches out of the jeans and then patchworking with like
so destruction and like patchwork with like prints and like
exactly,
cool.
but
that's actually really interesting. I might actually have Pete try something like that. I think that'd be actually pretty cool.
And then also hand-drawn doodles on denim for personalized feel. So I was doing graphic play. I mean, it's a lot of it's on like Pinterest where people are drawing on it to give it this personal feel.
Dude, we should do that.
I think it's kind of cool. I remember you were talking. I mean, you were talking about your little patches on some of the shorts. Like,
yeah, we should actually do that.
I think it's cool. I think it's a new way to spice up.
Remember that.
Okay.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Bring it up. Bring it up to me on Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And then some trending colors are deep indigo and ecru. So those will be making its way into the market.
Right.
And then, like you kind of said earlier, the heritage denim movement, traditional Americana, is making its comeback. So think of Levi's, Wrangler, those kind of trends, those kind of frontiers of the denim world.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. So I came prepared to discuss washes because so let's go back to your list first. So let's talk about like the first 2 points that you highlight there. Yeah, those. Yeah, let's talk about these 2 points, okay? Intense washes are starting to come back. Intense washing had like its place in the sun like for a hot second, I think from like 2014 to like 15,
Okay.
acid wash was getting like really cool. You know, a lot of people tried to make it happen in the men's market, but it was mostly a women's market play. Like women were wearing all those like crazy washes and shit. I you know, it was a brief splash, I want to say, but it wasn't a huge deal like back then in the men's world. Okay. But nowadays,
It was more specialty and
high price, like high processed denim is actually, it's starting to catch people's eye now. Okay, so right now, you mentioned like bleach, like contrast bleach looks and like bleach splatter, and like kind of like you mentioned like it's kind of no to the tie-dye trends.
Yeah.
We are going to bring stuff like that in. I just don't have any samples of it right now.
this is kind of
Yeah, like shit like that. Yeah. Like
Almost
stuff
looks
like that.
almost look like
Right.
spilled milk on your
Right,
jeans.
right. Like all like the splattering and like
Yeah.
like that unevenness and like all that high contrast.
Yeah.
We have that in the works. We just don't. I don't have any samples to show of that yet. But I do have acid wash. Okay. So fuck, you know what? I'm gonna show this later.
Okay.
Let's keep that there for now, because I do want to highlight some of the acid wash stuff. Yo, Jeff, can the camera catch this? If I
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So like take a like, so basically the like acid wash. You know what? Let me show the back because you can kind of get a good idea of it. Acid wash is basically a process that happens during the wet processing of denim. Okay. Quick explanation of like what a wet process is basically like for denim, whenever you are designing washes for denim in general, unless like, can you go back to that weird workwear shit, like raw denim? Yeah, click that. This is a great example, okay? Typically denim in its natural form looks like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's very flat. The color is very, very monotone. It's very, very dark. Can you zoom in on that actually? Like, is there a zoom function for that? No? No, there isn't.
No, I can't.
Fuck. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. So if you actually zoom into that, you kind of see it. Like denim for the most part, man. The way denim even came about, like by like Levi Strauss, like back during the gold rush and shit, is it there? He's using just a readily available, like cheap, coarse yarn fabric, you know, and coating it with indigo because indigo has like. I don't even know why he did it with indigo. I think it had to do with like some kind of like durability properties or some shit like that. It's like indigo helps with odor and shit too. It's like there's a bunch of like function like that, but it was like a working man's pant.
The ability to wear it every day and not have to wash it.
Yeah, right. Like all that, you know, all that nonsense. But like that's kind of like where denim originally started, and the whole concept of like assigning washes and having a designer and doing all the premium and fashion shit is basically what you do is you wash it down with various enzyme and chemicals to get a shade range.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you actually look at it, like Jeff, can you see this on the camera?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So if you look here, like all these, all these blue denims, they're all the same quality. It's all the same fabric, okay? And so the wet process is what determines the leg shade, you know? Like, fuck all these holes and sprays and all this for a second. The actual base color of the denim. You're not wearing blue. Yo, he's wearing blue denim, but like, yeah, you see like this? Like the base shade is what is determined by the wet process, okay? So it's, so during the wet process, that's kind of where the acid wash and like the bleaching and like enzymes and everything, like all the chemical reaction, like the shit that actually causes a lot of the waste.
Yeah.
Like the sustainable denim.
Basically, the stuff that's non-sustainable.
Yeah. Like, or all the dirt. That's actually not the most non-sustainable thing. We'll get to what the most non-sustainable thing is, and we'll get to that when we talk about laser cutting. But like, yeah. So basically, it's like through the wet process is where you determine the shade. What makes like acid washing and like bleaching and like all the enzyme work, what makes that really special is like acid washing is a cool thing because what you do with acid wash is while you're washing down the denim with certain chemicals, you could like, and people like there's a bunch of different types of acid washes. Like there's ball washes, there's sand washing, there's like the typical like cloud washing and all this stuff. What they basically do is they take pieces of shit, like whether it's rubber balls,
Yeah.
whether it's sponges, whether it's like sand even, like literally like powdered sand and everything like that,
Really?
and you soak those in acid, and then you throw it in there in the laundry with the denim, because the denim is so because like I said, denim is really coarse, thick yarn.
Yeah.
What happens is while you wash it, the denim is going to get hit with all these various items and equipment. And what you do is you come out with this crazy texture. Can you catch that?
Yeah, it's a little out of focus. You don't have to
Oh, okay.
put it closer to your face. You don't. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Can you catch that?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Do you know what I mean? If you're closer.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then what you get are these crazy like washes. And that's what acid wash is, you know? And a lot of people play around with this stuff because it gives the garment a very, very unique look. And like design 101. Consumers, I feel like more consumers need to know this so they could determine the skill of the designer who designed the denim and everything. The whole concept of washing in general is to give denim dimension.
Yeah.
Let's go back to this guy. Do you have the full silhouette of this denim here? I love this example you pulled because this is actual raw denim. You look at that shit, that denim looks flat.
Yeah.
That denim looks cardboard flat.
Yep.
You know, it's
Besides the stitching on it.
well,
yeah,
right, exactly. But then, like, I mean, this guy's what, like Indigo Raw is like, how much are they paying for this? The only reason why you know this denim has value is because they're charging $108 for it.
Yeah.
This is the easiest shit to make.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Because it's like denim in its natural form just looks flat as hell. Okay, but then through like acid washing is a very, very cheap way of giving it dimension.
Yep.
You know, because even if you see this, even without all the other bells and whistles of the dry process, which I will talk about, just even with like all these, like even if they didn't have all these bells and whistles, just giving it this acid wash gives the denim dimension.
Yep.
You know, and it's, you know, it gives the reason for the consumer to buy.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But it's like at the same time too, it's like only a certain amount of consumers would even rock something like this. Would you rock acid wash?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude.
Yeah, you would.
You're sweet.
Have you ever owned acid wash? Never did. And put your money where your mouth is and buy one
I
first.
probably did,
Like,
but
yeah.
I wasn't in the industry, so
Right.
I wasn't really like wasn't
Right.
at the top of my mind.
Yeah,
But I mean,
I got you.
I love this.
Right. Yeah, so it's like, so that's kind of like, acid wash is basically a wet process that people use to give the denim more dimension. If I could just dumb it down in one sentence,
Yeah.
this is what this shit looks like, okay? And, you know, I mean, it's pretty cool. To be honest with you, acid is expensive. It's expensive because acid is expensive. The chemical is
Yeah.
expensive.
And it's obviously not
yeah,
eco-friendly.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world because all denim uses enzyme, and enzyme is also a chemical too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, I don't know if it's more eco-friendly. I honestly don't know. I don't know. So like, if just in case someone goes, well, actually it is. I mean, it might be. It might be. Okay, that's not what's destroying the environment with the denim. Or you know, it is, but it's not the worst agitator, I guess. But yeah, so like that's one of the ways is like through a wet process is the way that denim is, you know, the shade is determined. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go back to your thing.
Yep.
I just want to make sure I stay on topic so I
Yep.
don't go like too crazy. Okay, cool. So acid wash is still trending. Okay. Another process that people use to give denim the novelty look is basically dry processing. Okay, dry processing is it really depends on what the process is that it's done before or after a wash.
Okay.
But typically for like dry processing that's kind of where you get all the sanding.
Yeah.
I want to use a different denim for this. This one here. This has some pretty intense dry processing on it. Okay, so if you look here, right? Look at the sprays. Look at the spraying for this. Bring it closer. You see all the hot spots here? You know, for the spraying?
Yeah.
This is all PP sprays. Stands for potassium spray. And literally what they do is people put on these gas masks, stand in front of a waterfall, and spray the garment with potassium.
Got it.
And basically what that does is it reacts with the indigo and really just strips the color. The sanding, it's basically you're trying to imitate like the workers who work on their fucking knees,
Yep.
crawl around and do all that stuff. You know how there's the wear and tear?
Yeah.
The PP spray mimics that type of wear and tear, you know? This is by far the most the environmentally unfriendly process because it gets in the air.
Yeah.
It's toxic. That's why the indigo houses all wear the fucking masks.
Yep.
That's why they have the waterfall in the back to
Yeah.
basically clear the air of all this dangerous stuff. And that water flows down to the creeks and the oceans and destroys the planet.
Yeah.
You know, This is by far the most environmentally damaging, okay?
Got it.
And then on top of that, you have the whiskering here. See all the whiskers? Like most of this is done by hand, you know, like they literally have guys sitting in front of the denim and literally carving out these whiskers.
What are they using to do
Sandpaper.
that? Just sandpaper?
Yeah, it's like basic sandpaper. Everyone uses different shit, but I mean, most of the people just use like sandpaper. You know, like the black paper that they use to like buff shit? It's almost the same thing, you know?
Because these whiskers they're a little bit more defined.
Well, so this is 3D whiskering.
What's the difference between 3D
Yeah.
whiskering and,
Yeah, so
I guess, what'd you call it? Flat whiskering?
no, this is just
normal
called
whisker?
regular whiskering.
Okay.
You know, okay, so 3D whiskering is slightly different because here is just sanding, using a tool to basically create these patterns on this. Okay, 3D whiskering is what they basically do is they actually fold up the denim like this.
You show it higher. Let's see.
So they basically literally create creases
Almost
on the
like
denim.
pinch it?
Yeah. So what they actually do is they put it on a machine or it looks something like a bike seat.
Yeah.
You know, and then they fold it up like this, and then they press it with heat, and so it stays.
Got it.
You get what I mean? And then from there, you know, people could. I forgot what it's called. Like, is it like a resin finish? I forgot what it was called, but like, you know, you could finish it off with something so the whiskers stay for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is to mimic, you know, when denim is in raw state.
Yeah.
You know, people sit down, you know, you're sitting, you could kind of see how the whiskers form here.
Yeah.
You know, if you're wearing a raw denim like this, that shit's like cardboard.
Yeah.
If you continuously sit over and over time,
it'll naturally
go in. You naturally create three-dimensional whiskers. And if you're wearing a rigid denim like that, that's hard as a cardboard and everything like that, eventually as things fold, it continues to stay folded because think of it like paper. Paper, you're just constantly wrinkling, right?
Yeah.
It stays like that, right? Same thing with this. And typically over time too, you get the sanded effect as well because the indigo here starts wearing out, you know, and you know, you're just constantly, And so, you know, through all that, through all the constant like wear and tear, people could generally create their they could create their own whiskers if the denim was actually raw, you know? And that's pretty much what all the dry processing tries to imitate, okay? You know, after talking so much shit about PP spray, I'm actually kind of embarrassed to share with you what our proudest wash process is we have all over PP sprays. It's not really good for the environment, but
So
it looks
this is all
fucking cool.
all potassium dyed?
Right, yeah, so this, basically what we did was we use enzyme to get the base shade.
I love this one.
And this is a total potassium play. This is a total PP spray play, you know? That's kind of how we get like this kind of look. This look is way more understandable than an acid wash, but this look is also way more expensive because this requires way more manual work. You get what I mean? We have a guy literally just spraying the shit down, you know? This might be a little more expensive because
in a full hazmat suit, just
you're right. Well, not a hazmat suit. They just use it. But like, I mean, a hazmat suit would probably be better. To be honest with you, like, yeah.
With the quantities that he's doing, I would hope. Man, the guy was getting messed up by the potassium.
Dude, that's. I mean, do you want to get into that? I mean, like, it's
No.
like no, but like honestly, like, denim houses are not a great place to work. Honestly, it really isn't. Like, denim is messy business, man. It really is. Like full disclosure, it is. And we're gonna get to the laser application part of this shortly. But like, this actually this is more expensive because this is an acid wash plus a PP spray.
Yeah.
So it's like just price is just compounding, you know. But like you know, like I know acid wash is really cool. So I mean, like, look, we're gonna carry maybe like 2 acid washes per like indigo fabricated, maybe 3.
Okay.
Just like get like a like a light wash.
Gray.
No, like light wash, acid wash it, and then like a dark wash, acid wash it, a medium wash, acid wash it. Maximum we're gonna carry is like maybe 2-3 washes per fabrication of an acid wash. But then besides that, if people want that light dimensional denim, I prefer going this route.
Yeah.
I just think it looks really, really cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
It's very unique.
yeah. I mean, unfortunately, I kill the environment, you know. But it's yeah. But anyways,
Not just us.
let's discuss laser.
Cool.
I love the laser concept because basically what the laser application does is laser. Yeah, you could go back to that one. Do you have any other laser examples, or is it all like this kind of print stuff?
It's So this is kind of this is like their virtual kind of thing. So you can literally look at all these different
Yeah.
like Mickey Mouse lasering, Levi's, Cheetah,
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty dope. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool.
bandana.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, I mean, that's something that's interesting. Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Call it Galactic.
Yeah, no, that's pretty dope. It looks like paint splatter almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I mean, yeah, like you see, like this whole thing with lasering is when you first mentioned laser to me, like when we were like we kind of met like a couple days ago and you prepped and you threw out laser.
Yeah.
That's not the laser I was thinking about because what like the denim industry, it's probably because of this whole sustainable thing that people keep talking about. Is
You're thinking of more of. So you could when they do the lasering, they do the destruction with that type.
yeah, you could do like the do Warren. Click in.
It's not that much. They only do it on the back.
Well, so let me explain what lasering is. Lasering is you know how we're talking about the wet process and the dry process, right?
Yep.
When we talk about the wet process and the dry process, all the whiskering, all the spray to create all the hot spots, like all of this stuff, all the sanding that's involved in everything, all the tacking that's involved in everything like that, through laser process, through laser, basically through heating and through just basically chopping away at the denim and everything like that, people, like through lasering, you could imitate all this dry processing. You could actually imitate it through lasering. So like, for a great example of like, no, not really this wash, the wash that I just put back, you know, let me clean up this table real quick. Let's put that there, let's put this here. Let me clean up this table real quick and let's bring this back. This wash back, okay? This wash right here would be an awesome laser play. Because basically literally a laser machine is this, is like you lay the denim out flat right here and there's literally like a laser that just zzz, all over this. It's all formulaic, you know, you just put a denim in one position, everything like that. They could literally make all the sanding and whiskering patterns, all this destruction and everything like that, just through laser alone. They could just carve out this entire dry process. They could carve out this entire formula, and then all you need to do is throw it in a wash to get the shade, and you're going to get something that closely resembles this.
Yeah.
Okay, and through this, it's a great sustainable play because one, no potassium is really used. You know, it could also be a little bit cost. It depends on the quantities, like I say, because laser machines are expensive.
Yeah.
And once you go into lasering, it's a total logistics issue. It's a logistics issue at that point. Like it's like laser machines can only produce a certain amount of denim per month, and if you want to buy more than that, you're going to have to either get a bigger laser machine or not a bigger one that
More.
You got to get a different type of laser machine that could, you know, pump out more volume, or you got to get multiple laser machines, you know. You need to have a different laser machine to sample, and you have to have a different laser machine for mass production. It just becomes a logistics issue, you know? And not only that too, it's like, but because of all that, like it's, lasering can be cost effective depending on what kind of volume you're doing. And not only that too, lasering is really, really good for the environment.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you the drawbacks of some of the laser machines is with the laser machine, and this kind of goes back, can you go back to your chart?
Yep.
You see the, you hold it up so you know what they're talking about.
Can you catch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically for something like this that doesn't really have a 3D whisker play, because lasering can't do 3D whiskering, you need that heat and you need that fold up and everything. But this wash is really cool because of all the highs and lows that all the sanding and the spraying and the whiskering provides. You know, and all of this could all be done through laser, including all the small destructions and all of that. All this could be done.
How do they get that? It gets hotter and it just like burns right through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's essentially what it is, and like based on the movement too, it's like you can control whether the laser gets super hot or super not. You know, it's like all this tacking, all this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's basically like graphic design at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a repeatable
right
thing to do. So it's
so
you just
Yeah. So
we want 10,000 jeans to look exactly like this. Boom, they put it right through that laser
Right,
machine.
right. And like even like the way you described it right now, let's talk about the drawbacks of the laser machine.
Yeah.
One is see design. Oh shit! You could custom make. That's what
I'm saying. It's
damn.
It's like their virtual lasering
yeah,
shop.
No, that's pretty cool. That's like fucking Nike ID. You know?
No, it is.
Yeah, they do it with denim. Oh man.
And you can pick different wash
Dude,
too.
Yeah, but you can only pick 2 washes. That's pretty weak. But still. Oh my god. Oh, and you can overdye. Click that. Let's make one. Overdye. Oh shit. No way.
Yeah.
Oh man. God, I'm so jealous. go to pattern. Yeah, go to pattern. Oh, okay, that's
this is
that's
what we
bullshit.
can do.
Okay, go to distress. I don't want any of that. Go to distress.
Oh, we're already on that. So
okay,
that's the most you can get.
And if you do none, what does none mean?
Just nothing.
Oh, okay, cool. Go to worn.
Warren, he's a little knee guy, little pocket guy.
That's lame. Okay, anyways. All right, whatever. Okay, whatever. Okay, I don't even care anymore. Okay, so yeah, so let's talk about drawbacks of the laser machine. Like, this whole all the language about denim kind of going back to basics and like heritage denim, traditional denim is my biggest issue with the laser machine. All right, first off, the washes don't look as good. That's the whole thing about laser machines too, is because a machine is taking care of all the work and everything like that. You could kind of get away with it just like beating the shit out of the denim with washing, because but when the machine first lasers, all the lines are super sharp.
Yeah.
And then what you do is you throw it in a wash, mix in some chemicals and everything like that, and then it slowly fades.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like 80-90% there. Okay. I mean,
it looks very cookie cutter.
And honestly, most brands, especially people like Levi's, who mass produce millions of units a month and everything like that, they would rather have the consistency than the perfection.
Yeah.
So it's like I understand that. Okay. So first off, it doesn't look as good, and second off, there's like also an emotional reason like why lasering kind of sucks too.
Yeah.
It's good for the environment, but really the unique thing about denim in general is that no one piece looks the same as another.
Yeah.
Because like I said too, it's like just think about it logically. Okay, like there's no real hack for this. All these whiskering is done by hand. You get what I mean? We could tell them we need exactly 4 lines on this pant leg, approximately at these certain points. You know, and they could keep it as consistent as possible. The same guy could do the same thing for years, and he could pride himself in his consistency. But at the end of the day, every single process done to this denim, this piece of denim is all done by hand. None of this is gonna look, I mean, like you could take this sample because this is our reference sample, this is our approval sample. Okay, and you could compare this to our pre-production sample. You could compare this to our top of production sample. You could compare this when we do our quality check to the boxes in the actual warehouse and everything. Every single piece is gonna look different. Because
it has that human
everything is
touch.
done by hand. And that's kind of why like I always tell like, every so often I have this designer that comes in that applies for like our tops position, and I tell them that we do denim, and they always go, "Oh, I could do denim as well." I always kind of tell them, "No, you can't. No, you can't, dude." It's like whenever there's a designer who like a tops designer who says, "Oh, I'm also a denim designer," it's like it's a completely different part of the brain. Like denim is like I always say like denim is more like a craft than it is like design. If you want to really get into denim and everything like that, it's really like there's no standards. The standards are constantly moving. Like our denim line per fabrication, we have 8 washes, and literally, like let's say we run those washes for about a year. Our approval sample in month 2 is going to look significantly different from our approval sample in month 11, because as the trends change, as we move to different factories, as we do this, the wash is, I'm not going to say the word living, but for lack of the word, it's a constantly fluid, living thing. It's nothing will ever be exactly the same. I could give this denim to a factory and tell them duplicate it all day long. I could send them the exact same fabric, and they still won't be able to duplicate this wash because there's such a human element to it.
For sure.
And like
That's what I think is unique about denim too,
right.
is because
Right.
not one piece is the same.
Right,
And
exactly.
It really highlights the craftsmanship of the person designing it.
Right. And so I always say it's like bread making. It's like making bread. It's like making wine. It's like making kimchi. You know, it's like, no, every single one. You could use the exact same shit all day long, but at the end of the day, every single time like we go through stuff like this, it's going to change.
There will be a slight variation.
Yeah, the variation. And for me, it's like, and maybe it's because I am a developer. Maybe it's because I do this shit for a living, but it's like, you take that away and all of a sudden, you know, it's like, all of a sudden we become like fucking Google, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden, because like Levi's is from SF, man.
It takes away the human element of it, and everyone.
It takes away from the what do you use? Heritage, traditional American. It takes all that away from denim, and soon denim just becomes like a commodity, and it's like, I mean, that's really cool. And not only that too, it's just like, let's say we move to laser cutting, so we could save the universe.
Yeah.
You know, we could save not the universe. We could save the world.
Save the universe.
No, we could save the world. You know, let's say we want to you know, lower CO2 emissions. You know, we want to stop the climate change. You know, we want a better world to leave to our kids. Right? Dude, if laser machines become a thing, literally 70% of the denim workforce is going to be out of business, out of work.
Yeah.
You know, all the sanders, all the people who work with the trim and everything like that, all you're going to have is a bunch of laundry people, man. You're gonna have the people who open up the fucking laundry to throw this denim in with
put it on the laser machine.
Right, and then place it on the laser machine, everything like that. Like it's like.
And then soon enough, they'll have other machines that will then place the jeans from the launder to the machine.
Right. Yeah, but like
they will find a way to take the human out.
Right, but like, but my whole thing is too with denim. It's like that's kind of like the beauty of denim, and it is an inefficiency with the denim and everything like that. But every so often, even for us, it's like. You know, it is annoying, but every so often, like, you know, like for like 1 month, we get a really, really rock solid batch of denim. Because for 1 month, our factory killed it.
Yeah.
And for 1 month, we put out some bomb ass denim. And other times, we bring in some denim and it looks like shit. And then we put it out for a month and it's bad. But like, it's like, there's a certain element to that though, that there's a certain romance to it. You know what I mean? And it's like, that is something that lasering will take out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
because you know what you're going to get every time.
Right. So it's like, I think I mean, not only that too, it's like, you know, like if we are talking, I mean, I guess we are talking about your third point. I mean, we are kind of jumping into like the social conversation of denim in general too. But another thing
I also think that's giving rise to the pandemic is just like being more world conscious, eco-friendly, and that's kind of instilled, and I think that's where it's now transpired into the fashion industry.
Sure, no, absolutely, yeah. So, I mean, sustainable is cool, but so is supporting the crafts.
Yeah.
So is the art. You know, sustainability is taken away from the art.
Give and take.
So there is a give and take. You can't have both. Yeah. That's my only thing. And it's like whatever decision the universe decides to make for this industry, I mean, I'm ready for both.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, but there's a plus and minus that people need to like weigh, you know, before jumping into everything too. And it's like, I mean, another thing that I also want to point out about like this whole laser movement in general is I feel like there are slight nuances here and there of like location, like, you know, where something is made. Yeah. Like for t-shirts, I don't think it really matters whether it's made in USA, made in China, made in Guatemala, made in Bangladesh, made in India. I don't think it really matters. Like you could outsource a t-shirt there, and then that's a total price battle.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? It's like people are gonna go where it's most convenient for them to make it at the cheapest possible price. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that's the game played for t-shirts and everything. But for denim, I truly believe that location matters. I believe that location matters where you make this denim because of this human element. Yeah. You know, that is why I still believe that made in USA denim is still the best denim.
Got it.
You get what I mean? Because nobody does washes like the US does, the way LA does.
Yeah.
Represent. But like,
LA?
Yeah, but like seriously, like, and you know, the moment we move on to lasers and everything like that, then denim's gonna become a price war too.
Yep.
You get what I mean? And I mean, honestly, too, it's like I've been trying to look for some LA wash houses for some time now, since the pandemic started. And to be honest with you, most of them are out of business anyway because of the lockdowns and everything like that. But still, it's like if, like, denim is one of those places where, like, if there was a if there were guys out there that basically said, you know what, we're gonna make a wash house in LA and we're gonna start doing this shit and everything like that.
Yeah.
I would place orders with them.
Yeah.
I would. You know, I mean, it's since like the prices are like super ridiculous in the U.S. Maybe I'll get the raw denim and you know I'll make all that shit somewhere else.
Yeah.
But I'll bring in raw goods and I'm gonna wash that shit here. Like it's I wouldn't mind doing something like that. You know, because it's like I still think like when it comes to like, traditional washing, LA has that shit down. But like you know, I mean, with the advent of lasering. I mean, look, that being said, I'm working my ass off to source laser machines in Bangladesh right now.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it.
So we are playing into that.
I want to.
little, yeah.
I want to. But then, okay, like this is the problem though, is like I do know some factories in Bangladesh who do lasering, right?
Yeah.
But they're only saying like they can make like 10,000 pieces. Because their machines are small. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know, but it's like
It's a logistical play.
right, exactly. But I don't need 10,000 pieces, man. Like 10,000 pieces doesn't even fill a container.
Yeah.
So it's just like so what? I'm gonna do 10,000 pieces, and then like I mean basically like all the costs that I'm cutting by doing this lasering and all of that shit and everything like that. It's like and then I'm gonna put it on a plane to ship it over here, and it's like you know it's gonna be expensive still, you know. And so like there are certain issues that we're working out to avoid the Bangladesh part, but like at the same time it's like. I don't know. I mean, I'm ready for laser. I mean, I thought that was really cool. Levi's got their shit down pretty sick, man. That's really cool. I never thought of lasering like this, but that's actually pretty fucking awesome.
And again, it kind of gives it that personal feel because people are designing exactly what they want.
But you know, I mean, at the same time, I'm just jealous of them. We could never execute something like this because we're not a B2C company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like these guys are selling directly to consumers for this shit, you know. But
100%.
like for us, like we can't.
I
do
wonder
that.
where Levi's they source their laser houses.
No, they have them in house.
Really?
Yeah, they have them there.
Wow.
They have them, or I mean, maybe not there, but like
they're in
like
San Francisco, right?
Yeah, they're up in SF. Yeah. Like these tech guys, man. They're trying to Googlefy the fucking industry. So it's like, yeah.
Well, they're in the right place for it.
You know, I'm coming for you, Levi's. I'm coming for you, Levi's. All right, cool. Is there anything else that you want to cover here?
In wash and design, I mean, I think we pretty much touched on it. Obviously, we talked about the indigo with that raw denim look. Yeah. But yeah, I think.
Do you have any other like? I feel like we didn't review enough product. Do you have any other like links that you want to show of like different like cool denim?
I mean, I think this Jaded London, they have a lot of very forward thinking.
Like go up.
I mean, like the patchwork, like that's gonna be big, especially getting the sustainability we're gonna talk about next because it's using old fabrics.
Right.
Being able to upcycle.
Dude, did I tell you? You know this because you do sales for me, but we did sustainable play.
Yeah.
We tried to upcycle yarn. Guess what?
I just sold some to my buyer.
Yeah. Guess what? We tried to upcycle yarn. It totally bombed in the market.
I just think it's not at a mass knowledge base of it. It's more of like they're trying to go for the high fashion of it now and like see if it again trickles down.
What?
And I don't think it trickled down to our level.
Honestly, it ain't that serious. When you upcycle yarn, the yarn's shittier. The quality's shittier. Recycled denim is recycled denim.
Yeah.
It's shittier denim.
Yeah.
And
AKA no one wants to buy.
Right, exactly. So it's like, honestly, people could talk sustainable all day long, but it's like unless you guys are willing to pay for shitty product, like and at the end of the day, that's what it is. Like, it's like and we tried it.
Yep.
We tried it, and we worked really hard to find like recycled yarn. We put in a lot of effort to source that out.
Yep.
We put in a lot of effort to make it softer. We put in a lot of effort to put in the washes and everything like that. I committed a shit ton of money to bring that in. I'm not going to say how much, but we committed a lot.
Yeah.
And you know what? It totally bombed. We lost everything. And now you're dumping it at cost right now, and people still don't want to buy it. You get super proud when you have a buyer buy a certain amount at cost. You're super stoked about it. And so it's like it's one of those things where it's like sustainability is, I don't know, man. Like I need to figure out a way of making it work.
It sounds grander when you say it, but if it's really transpire in the market, if people are actually going to buy it, it's.
You know what I want to start, but here's the thing: we can't do it by ourselves. Like I think all suppliers and all brands need to get on board with this because we need to be able to do this in a global basis.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just like one company doing it, it's not going to work because it's not going to move the needle much in terms of like the entire global market.
Yeah.
We need to do hemp denim.
Okay.
Hemp denim. Hemp denim. That's the way to go. Because first off, hemp is a more sustainable product than cotton is. Hemp is actually more sustainable because it uses, I want to say 20% or something like that of the actual water, and it uses way less space to grow hemp than it does cotton, okay? Hemp, first off, is also more durable than cotton.
You can also grow hemp inside too. It doesn't need to be in a field like cotton.
I mean, yeah, it's true. But what? Yeah, I know. That sounds. Thank you. Yeah, listen. Jeff asked, "How do you know that, Sean?" But anyways, yeah, but like.
I know people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's like, that will actually have like a global impact. Like you'll literally see the carbon footprint of the denim industry literally drop by almost 50%.
Wow. Yeah.
Like, people need to start sourcing more hemp product, putting it in. First off, hemp is more durable. It's super coarse, but we could wash it down with the same processes as for denim especially.
To get the same feel.
Right. Now, I mean, the feel is going to be slightly different. The look is going to be slightly different because it's fucking hemp, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, too, it's like, I think you could still do it with indigo. Hemp takes dye just as well as cotton does.
Okay.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's naturally a coarse fabric. Same with this shitty cotton that people use to make denim.
Yeah.
I think it could really work, but the biggest issue right now is hemp is actually cheaper to grow than cotton, but it's almost 4 times as expensive right now currently as cotton. And the only reason why it's 4 times as expensive is because of lack of supply. Because it's such a scarce material.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? But if every denim brand in the world suddenly decided, I'm going to create a hemp collection,
Lower the price.
the price will go down like crazy.
Yeah.
Like honestly, if hemp had like 30% of the usage as cotton did, I think hemp would be cheaper.
Really?
I think hemp would actually be cheaper. And not only that too is like, look, I'm importing denim right now, cotton denim right now. Import costs to receive cotton in the US is 23% duty.
Wow.
You know what hemp is?
What is it?
2%. So just on, like straight up, literally, just on just bringing in hemp, even at the same price as cotton right now, it will drop the retail price. It should drop. I'm not going to say it will because Americans are greedy assholes. But just by doing hemp alone, you could literally drop the retail price of the garment by 20%.
Wow. Yeah.
You literally could, and it would work. You get what I mean? It's like hemp is actually a cost-effective way of making a superior product and make the world a more sustainable place. But no one's doing it. And we could try all day long to do it, but dude, BJD, like who the fuck are we? Like you don't even know who we are. Like it's like but seriously.
Come on, Levi's, get on board.
No, but
Go
like
hemp.
no, but if like the leaders of denim, the denim industry, instead of like playing around with all this laser bullshit and everything, I was like, you know what? Let's try hemp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they really pushed it, but then I think there's a real play there, and there's real potential for like.
Well, I hope it catches on, and
we'll see.
it'll see. Yeah.
We'll see.
Only time will tell, right?
Yeah. Oh, and also, hemp is also antibacterial. Hemp is also antifungal. Hemp is also all this stuff. So it's a cleaner denim too. So like how you sweat a lot in your denim and shit like that.
Everything you're saying is plus.
All that.
Yeah,
all
good.
positive.
It's
all
positive.
positive. All positive. It's like I just don't know how it washes but whatever, man. People could live with that.
Yeah.
People could live with that. It's like we'll figure that out. That's what designers are for.
Like we said, it all has a little bit of give and take.
Right, but I don't know. Either way, that's my spiel. That's my sustainable spiel. That's what I think the industry should do, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes because I never get my way anyway. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Is there any other cool shit before we wrap this up?
I saw some cool bleaching with this
Oh shit.
True Religion.
Yeah,
Kind of getting into this.
That's a dry process.
This is all dry.
Yeah, because they just make the denim and then they just squirt a bunch of bleach on it and let it sit in the sun. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how they're doing all this shit. This is all dry process.
All dry.
Yeah, all dry. Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Those jackets are sick.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah, man, I don't know. I love to do like overdye shit like this too. I think I will eventually at some point. It's just
So, I just brought these up for more like kind of the bleaching and examples.
Cool.
But
cool. Yeah. Do you have any You have anything else to share?
No, I think we covered all aspects. Talked about
set.
sustainability. We don't really need to go and talk about it here because we kind of just talked about it. But
We kind of got to all that shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks for doing all the research and everything like that.
Of course, it was awesome.
I'll see you next week.
No doubt.